Hello everyone, good evening all of you. So I am Priyanka in front of you and will teach you maths. So before starting teaching, I would like to introduce myself a little bit. I have completed my bachelor's in science as well as followed by master's in mathematics. After that, I have completed my bachelor's in education and master's in education. Plus, I have completed and qualified my CTET eligibility test as well in teaching. And I have played badminton at national level, as well as I have played gun shooting also at national level, which I am pursuing right now also. So I am recently, initially if to say that I am from Bahadurgarh, that is near Delhi, and I recently got married in last December, that is December 2022, and now I have shifted to Ambala, that is also in Haryana. I have 3 years of teaching experience in offline and online mode. Whenever the corona was there and when corona time was there, I used to teach students on online mode like on Microsoft Teams as well as Zoom. Right now I am working with the morning shift with NCR Edu Services, which is based in Noida, and in that I have clients of USA based and Canada based. So I used to teach students in morning shift from 4 to 9 a.m. Okay, so this is all about me. So let us start with the topic. Before starting a topic, I would like to tell you that my teaching ways are integrated totally. I just love to relate my maths with other subjects sometimes, with real life word examples sometimes. I do not stick to the formula that students should crack. I always tell them what is the reason behind it, how these formulas come from, what is the basics of this. So this is all my teaching style. I do not believe on bookish knowledge every time. So my bond with my students are very fine. I love my students. I love to teach. This is my passion. So not taking a long time. I am starting a new topic now. Okay. So today we will start about the linear equation in one variable. Okay. Let me just write here that we are talking about linear equation in one variable. I hope this is quite visible to you. Okay, so linear equation in one variable. So what does it mean? We don't know about this thing, like what does it mean, the linear equation in one variable? So let's just relate this thing with other subjects also. Okay, if I am talking about this line, okay, so line means if I am talking about this line, so as we discussed that today we learn about the linear equations in one variable. So let me just tell you the meaning of this thing. What is the meaning of this thing? As we all have different names and we all have the different meanings of our names, so in same mathematics also every word and every term has a different meaning, and let's just break that word and understand the meaning very nicely. Okay, so linear equations in one variable. If we see that this is a line, that is obviously the singular word, yeah, right? In singular word, that means singular means it is always one. So this linear we'll consider at the one term. Okay, if we'll break this word equation, so this word is little bit related with the word or similar with the word equal. If you can see that, equal. So one term equal, what does it mean? So we can say that there are terms which contains 1 degree or one term and which have a sign of equal. Okay, so this is a new word, variable. What does it mean? Let me just tell you this thing. First of all, in linear equation we just study about the variables which have the degree 1 and which should have an equal sign. Suppose I am writing x, I am writing y, I am writing z. Okay, so these all letters in English alphabet is known as variable. So why does this known as variable? Let me just tell you. There is also a story behind it. Okay, if I am writing an equation in front of you, x plus 1 is equals to 0. So you will say that x equals to minus 1. If I am writing x plus 2 is equals to 0, so you will say that x value will be minus 2, right? Suppose if I am writing x minus 5 is equals to 0, so we will say that x is equals to 5. So every time whenever we are taking a different situation with the same letter, we are getting the same, we are getting the different values every time. So you know there is a word in English that is vary. What does it mean? It means it changes every time. So that is mean the variables values are not fixed. As ever you will change the situation, you will change the operation, every time you will get the same letter value, always different. So this is why these are known as variable. Okay, so in this equation we just talk about other than constant. Constant means still, you can say that, or you can say that fixed. Okay, so suppose if I say I have 2 chocolates, so everyone in this universe will have the same thought, I have something that in quantity of 2. If I am talking about that I have 10 chocolates, so everyone in this universe will think about, okay, she is having something which is equal to 10, number 10. So that means it will never change. It will never change. It will remain same. It will remain fixed. So I can say that the digits I am writing like this. Any digit, either 100 I am writing, either 2000 I am writing. So every number is fixed quantity. It doesn't change any time. So that is why we will say that this is are the coefficients. Okay. We will talk about coefficient. Okay. So what are the coefficients now? Coefficients are, if I am writing 2x, if I am writing 3x square, if I am writing minus 4y. So which is in the multiplication with variables is known as coefficient. So here if I ask you about what is the coefficient of x, you will say it is 2. If I say about what is the coefficient of x square, so it would be 3. If I ask you about what is the coefficient of y, that would be minus 4. So whatever is in multiplication with your variable, that shows your coefficients. So linear equation in one variable, we technically talk about the variables, the constants and the coefficients. Like what does this mean? Linear. That is having the one term and the one degree also, we can say that. The power also we can say that. That will also talk about what is the meaning of that one term here. Okay, so if I am writing 2x plus 1 is equals to 0. Okay, now you must be thinking about what is this degree and what is this power all about. So whatever is there, suppose I am writing 3 square. So this is known as the degree or the power. And how we open this? We always open this 1 times. How many times 3 has power? 2 times. So that means we will multiply 3 how many times? 2 times. 3 times 3. That is 9. Like this we will solve the degree or power. Here if you can't see anything here, so that means there is a degree 1. Okay. So linear, line, 1, singular word. So there should be a degree 1. The variable's degree should be 1 every time if we are talking about the linear equation. And there should be a sign of equal, as there I told you the equation means equal. Now in one variable, how many letters you can see here? Letter is only 1. So that means this is the one variable. So this shows a perfect example of the linear equation in one variable. Like now, linear equations are somehow we identify on the basis of the term. Okay. So here, if I am only talk about equations, and then if I am adding a word linear, so it becomes linear equation and it is defined by 3 types, like monomial, binomial, and trinomial. Now consider this thing as a family, like we all have family and we have the different members in family. So same linear equation is a family and these are the members of the family. And every member has a different name in our family. So same here, monomial, binomial and trinomial have the different names and the different meanings. So in maths, mono always means 1. And this million means term. Okay? Bi means 2. And here this nomial means term. Here tri means 3. and nomial means term. So linear equations are identified on these three kinds of the things. One in which one term is there, in which two terms are there, in which three terms are there. One term means if I am only writing x here, if I am only writing 2x here, if I am writing minus 3y square. So these are representing only one term. Why one term? Because they are existing as a single thing. They don't have anything with other operation or with other terms. Binomial means if I am writing 3x plus 2 or I am writing 4x minus 5. As you can see that there are two terms including an operation. So that is why this is known as the binomial, where the two terms are there. Same in the trinomial, I can say that x plus y plus z. As you can see that there are three different terms having the operation in between. It can be either minus or it can be either plus. Okay. So these are the three, on the three bases we can identify our linear equations. Okay. So if you have any doubt, you can ask over this. And if you don't have any doubt, so I'll ask a question from you. Okay. So anyone is having doubt? Okay. So here if I am writing about minus 2x square, and if I'll ask that what is the coefficient of x square? Some of you, okay, if I am writing here minus 2x square, writing, okay? Okay, I guess this is not visible. So if I am writing minus 2x square, and if I'll ask you that the coefficient of x square here, so some of you will say that okay 2, but this is wrong because you have to consider all the terms which are in the multiplication with the asked variables. So that would be minus 2. Okay. One more example I would like to take. If I am writing 3xy, and if I'll ask you the coefficient of y, so whatever the coefficient is asked from you, you just have to hide that term, and what is left there, that would be your coefficient of that particular term. So here the coefficient of y is minus 3x and coefficient of x is minus 3y. Always remember that coefficient cannot be a single number or single digit. It should be a variable included. Why? Because I told you the relation coefficients are these which are in the multiplication of the variable. Okay. So here one more things are there. These are, we judge the equation on the basis of terms, and here there is one more way to judge the terms and to identify the terms, that is on the basis of degrees. Okay. So if the degree of equation or degree of variable is 1, so that particular equations are known as the linear equation. If degree of the variable is 2, that is known as a quadratic equation. That might become in your 9th grade. And if the degree is 3, that is known as the cubic equation. Okay. So linear equation we identify the two equations we identify on the two types of the terms. First on the basis of term, and second on the basis of degrees. The degree of variable, we are talking about the degree of variable. If it is 1, then it is linear. If it is 2, then it is known as quadratic. If it is 3, then it is known as cubic. As here you can see that the variable degree is 2. So this is considered as a quadratic equation. Here the degree of, if I am talking about only x, so degree is 1. If suppose there is y is not there, so this is known as the linear equation because degree of the variable is 1. Okay. So this is all the basis of the linear equation in one variable. As I have told, and break the term in the simpler form also, and we just study about what is exact meaning of this term. So always try to break your problem into the simpler things so that you find it more easy. And in maths, it's a very interesting subject. No need to cram anything and no need to hustle anywhere in maths. Everything in maths is super easy if you enjoy it and if you have an interest in this. And rest is up to me. If you will take classes with me, I hope you will definitely love maths. So thank you all of you. Have a great day.